Yes, hello and welcome back. Much like those tasty pop hits of the 90s, you're kind of ashamed to tell your friends you still listen to, but you secretly love. This is Gabagool and 8, your guilty pleasure, your one escape from this hellish nightscape we are now living in 2021. And I would like to welcome you to part 2 of this groundbreaking two-parter, New Year, New You. All right, well, we had a rough run with our special guests last week. I know, if my memory serves me right, Nasty Nathan Sharp's message of love and appreciation to me was somewhat scrambled. I don't know if it was a technical error, a communication error, what it was, but he did leave me a voicemail following our conversation. Let's give it a listen.
West Dawson, the only thing worse that could happen in 2021 than the Canadian border opening up so I would feel obligated to be near you is you bringing us more Gabagool in 8. Without a doubt, the worst part of my 2020. It has to end now.
Okay, my calling card has like $1 left on it, so let's make this last attempt at a reasonable guess really count for something. I'll be calling on my dear old mother. Always a treat having you on the program. Mom, I can't wait to talk to you. What the fuck? Okay, I think I no more guests for 2021. What is going on here? So a special segment just for this episode. Shit in 2021 that needs to change. And of course, though this is only unique to certain areas, notably in the nation of Quebec, we currently have a curfew out that you cannot be outside between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. Because apparently, according to the government, the spread of COVID has happened due to these raucous house parties that nobody's fucking throwing. Okay, this is sort of a fashion topic, because I understand that fashion trends are cyclical. They come and go. But this resurgence of pedophile glasses now being trendy, I don't understand, and I think it's detrimental to our society. You know what glasses I'm talking about. Typically, they're gold-rimmed, very thin, round glasses. And previously, you could use these glasses to pretty much pinpoint a pedophile. Right there, pedophile, child molester, likes to dink around with kids. You could just tell by the glasses. Now every hipster and their dingus cousin have these glasses. You can't tell anybody apart. So basically, if you're a hipster, you support child molestation. And finally, in 2021, can we please collectively correct this past wrongdoing and just accept that Hanson's Mbop is a fucking banger? I'm not even messing around. Go to Spotify, YouTube, whatever you like to consume your music on. Check out Mbop. The song has a fucking metal-esque breakdown in the middle of it with the Mbop at the center. It's mind-blowing. Well, this next segment is short and brief, but it is groundbreaking nonetheless. I like to call it Horror Talk. No, not Horror Talk. Horror Talk. This is a family-friendly show. First off on the list, zombies. Now, if I was going to partake in some kind of zombie apocalypse, as though that's like a voluntary decision, I certainly want like Walking Dead style zombies. I don't like the idea of 28 days later and these zombies that can run full pin. Could you imagine if Usain Bolt became a fucking zombie? We'd all be done. I just don't like the idea that I have to run full speed. Like, I'm worried about blowing my knee out and getting eaten alive. If I can keep a light jog or a brisk walk going, that's what I'm aiming for. And now we're going to talk about monsters. Just supernatural beings, supernatural creatures. Now, typically in movies, these supernatural beasts, they're damn near deities. You can't shoot them. You can't do anything to them. You're pretty much helpless. Let's say Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Michael Myers from Halloween, Michael Myers from The Spy Who Shagged Me. Like, there's no way to directly attack these creatures. Whereas the clown or the monster, Pennywise from the movie It, I love the fact that the children were able to just gang beat this thing into submission. They circled it, they boot fucked it, they hit it with sticks and chains, and they beat the damn thing. Like, honestly, it's reassuring to know that Brock Lesnar could probably gorilla pound Pennywise into submission, or basically anybody trained in MMA could take that thing out. Like, I would love to see a boxer just, bob and weave that thing coming at him and just knock him out cold, slap him on the face with their nuts after, get a couple picks. Hey, Pennywise, stay the fuck out of my sewer. Well, no surprise, my excitement is just oozing out of every orifice on my body, well, the lower half of my body, because I am excited for what 2021 has in store for Gabagool and 8. We're going to burn through Shoot or Pistol Whip. Let's do this quick. Overly long New Year, New Me posts. Shoot 'em dead. Don't want to read them, and I don't care about them. Having people over without a toilet plunger in your bathroom. First off, are you a fucking psychopath? And secondly, shoot 'em dead. So upcoming, I have a special 45-minute episode listing the titles of all my upcoming episodes for the next year. And no details about them, literally just me listing the titles. Spoiler alert, 60% of them are working title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are going to also explore the phenomenon of closed public restrooms. You see, where I live, they built this exorbitant public restroom, of course, using taxpayers' money. It's always much easier to spend something when it's not your money. And now their municipal workers are either too lazy to clean the damn thing, or maybe I'm just too quick to judge, and they can't quite wrap their minds around the complexity of spray, wipe, repeat. It is a very difficult sequence of tasks. But I strongly encourage, if you encounter one of these closed public restrooms, take a big steaming dump right in front of the door. Let them know what you think of their piss poor distribution of public funds. Well, much like the patience of the vicious recoil of my father's backhand, we are out of time. Actually, interesting to note, my father had never actually hit me, never had to lay a hand on me. Somehow, with his 6-foot stature and his big burly body and his big bushy beard, a lot of beads in there, he just instilled this fear of God in me. The one time he did physically touch me, what's it say? He loved me. No, the one time he did have to physically reprimand me, it was fully deserved. As I heard my sister say liar, I thought she said fire. So what do? I proceed to run around the house yelling fire as loud as I can. By the third tour past the couch, my dad stuck his leg out, tripped me, and I went face down on the ground. I was crying. I said, Daddy, why? And he's like, in a house where there's already been 2 fires, one that damn near burnt the thing to the ground, you don't run around yelling fire. And even at my young age, I was like, yeah, that's a very reasonable thing to say, and I fully deserve that. So my name is Wes Dawson, and this has been Gabagool and 8. Thank you for listening. Please listen, like, share, and subscribe, and please be home by 8 p.m. Last thing I need is my listeners being arrested by the police for being out past curfew. Please keep in mind that the next safety measure will be police checking how much toilet paper you use, because we want to make sure you're not balling up too much and blocking the toilet. So be a good little boy and get to bed.